All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa, and I work for Blocksmith. Today, we're going to go over quests, our curriculum quests, how to assign them, or how to purchase them from our content library, how to add them to your workspace, and then we'll take on a student role and see how the students will access the quests in the builder. If you haven't joined us today, uh, Blocksmith is a 3D creation tool where kids can learn 3D design and coding. And you can go ahead in our description. I have a link to our trial where you can try this out for yourself. Create a workspace, assign your students, and have your own students try some of our quests out. All right. So to get started, you should be able to see our website, Blocksmith XR. I'm on our homepage. I'm currently logged in to my trial or my test teacher account. So I'm Miss Teacher. So I'm going to first start out by going to my workspace dashboard. To get there, I'm going to hover over my username and I'm going to click on dashboard. All right, so this is going to take me to my personal dashboard. You can see here in the top left, in brackets, it says personal. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go to the workspace that I've already set up for today's demo. I'm going to click on B School for Blocksmith School, and I'm the admin. So this takes me to my workspace dashboard. So this is kind of the hub of the workspace of all the things that you'll do all the time. In a later stream, I'm going to go through and show you how to set up a workspace, how to add students, and so on. But today we're going to focus on how to add a quest. So your fourth option here in the middle says add quests and premium experiences to your workspace from the content library. And there's a link right to the content library there for you. There is a second way to get to the content library on this page. You can go up here to product, hover over product, and go down to the content library. And this is available no matter where you are on the website. So if you ever want to go back to the content library, it's there in the top bar for you. So we're going to go there now. So here you can see that we have our quests. And there's a couple more down here. Today we're going to go add classic games to our workspace. So I'm going to click on classic games. And you can see a lot of information on this page. First we'll start with the screenshots. So in the top, you can see some things that your students will create. So first, there is a platformer game, and then there is some space alien ships. There's castle and a maze, dodgeball, Frogger, and a robot dance party. And all of these have animations, events, 3D modeling, and so on. So to get more of a detailed view of what the students will learn, you can go into this last page here, is the overview. So I'm going to click in the top right here. I have a little expander button. Make that bigger for you guys. So you can see here the 12 chapters of classic games, what the different chapters are called, a summary, the learning concepts they'll design, and the builder tools that they'll learn. And we've created this teacher companion for you. We also have several other tools available or resources available in a help page called Educator Resources. And I believe when you purchase a quest, you get a link to that help page as well to give you access to all of those resources. All right, so continuing on with this page. So we have the grade level recommendation, how long it will take. So again, each of those chapters are about an hour long. So some could be longer or shorter depending on how much detail a student takes. Or we also have extensions in the quests, and I can show you that when we go into the builder with more detail into what quests are. Then we also have the quest description and the standards that we align to. So to add it to your workspace, it's pretty simple. You just click on Add to Workspace, and it's added for you. We don't automatically assign quests to your work or to all of your users on your workspace, all your students. We do this for a couple of reasons. One, you're probably sharing this with another teacher and you don't want to assign quests to their students for them unless they ask you to. You don't want to blindside students by more than one quest if they're not expecting it. Two, you probably want to prep your students that they're going to receive a quest. So we just don't want to decide for you that, oh, once it's added, everyone gets it. You can decide that later. And we'll go into the settings right now. So I'm going to click on Manage Quests. And that's going to take me to my workspace dashboard again, or my workspace backend. So you can see that it automatically took me to my school, so Blocksmith School, B School. And highlighted in blue here is quests. So this is my quests page. So there's a couple different things that you can do here. First is the quest management settings. So as the admin, you can decide if you want everyone that's added to your workspace to automatically get this quest, or you can let your fellow co-teachers and you to manually assign this quest to users and classes. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with that setting. And so I'm going to click on Assign to Class now. And I'm going to select 3D Design 101 because this is a class that I set up earlier with some users. And I'm going to click Assign. So that now has been assigned to my class. So the way I like to double check is to click on View Progress and Manage Users. And you can see here that my students are assigned. Looks like this student had been assigned it before and has made some progress. So now I'm going, and I'll show you later how that looks like. I'm going to go in with a student hat now and show you what the builder looks like now that a student has a quest, how it looks for them. So let me pull up the builder for you. There's that. So you can see I am logged in as student 1B who just got assigned classic games. In the bottom left corner, I have the quest hub. This is where the curriculum will appear. I'm going to click on the book, which will bring up the quest hub. So it looks like they have a couple quests, but today I'm going to go through classic games. So I'm going to click there and then click on Start Quest. And that will open the quest. So right here in the bottom left, again, is the quest hub. This is where the curriculum will show up. To start, I'll show you there's two different ways to view the instructions in the builder. I'm going to click on the card and it expands it. And I'm able to move this dialog window around. So we found that this is useful on Chromebooks with smaller screens. They're able to open it, push it to the side, push it down, pull it up when they're ready to do more. Just because the Chromebooks have that smaller screen, we wanted to be able to have as much creation room as possible. Now, on a desktop like I'm working today, they generally have larger screens. So what users can do is right above the box here, there's 3 little dots. I can grab that and pull it up and to the right. I click and hold and drag it. And then my instructions appear. So same instructions as if I would make it smaller and click in, but I'm going to keep it this size for now. So I'm going to go ahead a little bit. All right, so there's a couple different features of our quests that students have really liked, and it helps them go through at their own pace and ask a little bit less questions of their teacher. So first is the hover videos. We call them core videos. They're sprinkled throughout the quests, and that's these blue highlighted. So I'm just going to put my mouse over the blue text and I'm not going to click. I'm just going to hover and it'll load and it'll bring up this video. So you can see I'm learning how to play the viewer. So earlier in the chapter, it also taught me how to play the viewer, but I needed a reminder on how to do it. So just hover. Oh yeah, I click on play and then play viewer. That's where it's at. I don't even have to watch the whole video. It's just like, oh yeah, it's up here. Second, we have these integrated videos that are more quest-based. So the hover videos are core videos that are sprinkled throughout. So they're not necessarily aimed towards that specific quest, but it teaches you the main skill. But with these videos, it's something that is specific for that quest, and so we've made that same game that we're teaching the kids how to make and show you how to do it there. So I'm going to hover over the little magnifying glass, not clicking again, and there's a reminder, another reminder on how to do stuff. And then this is a platformer game that might look similar to what your kids will make. All right, and then I also mentioned that there were extensions. So I'm going to jump forward into the spaceship game because I really like that one. Look how cool. Look at that spaceship. I like seeing what all the kids make. They make some really cool spaceships. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Optional extensions. All right, so I have, this is the extensions that I mentioned earlier before. So this isn't part of the main quest. This is if you have some extra time, you have a really speedy student, you can have them work on this. So it's just adding on to what they just learned. So they don't necessarily need to learn. There's nothing in here they won't learn or they won't have learned earlier in the chapter. So we're not adding extra things. One thing I forgot to show you guys, if you click into the Quest Hub, you can see all the different chapters. So you can see that here are the 12 chapters, and they're locked. So no one's going to be able to skip forward to this platform game until they finish the first platform game and the spaceship, invaders from space, automated automatons, and so on. You have to go through these, and each chapter is made up of a bunch of different steps, and you can see that in these little dots. So you can see each chapter has a different amount of steps, but we have done this intentionally where some chapters need less steps because there's a little bit more detail that needs to be done in those steps. So just trying to keep that as close to an hour as possible. Okay, so I have made a spaceship. We're just going to call it this red ball. I'm going to save it real quick and show you how a student would upload a project. So I have this project, red ball, and I'm going to click this little upward arrow. So I'm going to submit a project. So I'm going to select my red ball and submit it. Success! Awesome. All right, so now my student 1B has submitted a project to their teacher, and I'm going to jump back into the dashboard, the workspace dashboard, and show you how you can review projects and review progress, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead up to the website. So I'm going to stay here on the quest page, and I'm going to click on View Progress and Manage Users. So this is the same view we've seen before, where you can see how much progress these people have made. So I'm going to select, so you can click on the username or this bar. It'll bring up the same page for you. And you can see how far these students have gone. So you can see my student didn't submit their platformer game, but it looks like they did submit a spaceship. So I'm going to go ahead and click on their experience. You can see red ball. And since you are the administrator of this account, you can, and they have submitted the project, you're able to view it. So this might not be public to the workspace, but as a teacher, since it was submitted to you, you're able to view it. So this way, you can approve, tell the student they did a good job. You can write a comment, and they'll get an email with that. And then you can also open it in the builder pretty easily. All you have to do is select Play Now, and it will open the builder and then open that project for you. So that's a pretty easy way to review review people's experiences. Okay. Yeah, so I hope that this helped show you how to assign a quest, uh, how students will see it, and the really cool key features of the quests. And we've also gone through how to view progress and to review those experiences, because I think it's very important to review those students' experiences and give them feedback, because that's just gold. Like, they could create something and work really hard, and it just really lights up their face. We've seen when we just compliment and then give them feedback, like, hey, like, if you just move the spaceship a few feet to the right, it'll be easier to see. Just simple things like that. Be like, oh, thank you. So again, if you'd like to try this out with your students, you can go ahead and go to blocksmithxr.com to our pricing page and start a group trial today. I also have it linked in the description below, and please feel to reach out to us if you have any questions. All right, thanks. Have a great day.